So you picked up one of these. What's next? Money. The answer is money. Let me show you. You see, I've spent a lot of time and money into researching and buying all this gear so that way you don't have to. So let's check out the various items that I've purchased over the years and see what I really think about them truly. All right, so to kick things off, no pun intended, we're going to talk about riding shoes and boots and everything in between, possibly. So let's get into it. All right, the first item on the list is, you guessed it, your Vans. Very basic, low level of protection, but it's cheap and affordable. So that's that one. All right, option number 2, you have your riding shoe. Very similar to a regular shoe, but it's not. It has protection on the top, protection on the ankles. You can tie these the hell down on your foot and they won't fly off when you crash. These are fantastic. They articulate, not like a riding boot. You can walk in these. These are my go-to shoes when I ride if I don't have my riding boots readily available. It kind of sucks to tie them all the time because when you go from a zipper to this, it takes forever, but they're worth it because they look cool. They don't smell cool, but they get the job done. You should try these out. All right, option number 3, not the American 3, the German 3. And eins, zwei, drei, we have the Alpinestar SMX something. So going from tip to butt right here, we got all leather construction. We have a little plate right here. That way when you're freaking squidding around on the street, you get to scrape your cankles. It has a little bit of air ventilation. It has zips. This is probably the best feature that I love about these boots. This is the best feature. When you're taking off your shoes at night, whenever you're coming from your freaking, your sneaky links house, you just unzip them off, right? Put them back on, unzip them, whatever you want to do. It's quick and easy, just like that girl that you had last night at the strip club. But anyways, I would recommend these if you are serious about riding, going up into the canyons and doing other squid type shit. And these look pretty cool. So $200 to $250 mark. Definitely worth buying. These are great choice. Item number 4, that's not the American 4, it is the ghetto 4, you know what I mean? So right here we have the tip of the spear, the pièce de résistance, the renaissance, fucking whatever you want to call it, okay? This is the XMS Plus from Alpinestar. This is a riding boot. So this is a high dollar item. Typically you can get these anywhere from $350 to like almost $500 depending on what model you buy or if they have some goofy shit attached to them. This one in particular right here has the built-in sock. So you just ratchet this down like so. Let me show you. Ratchet it down, put it on the Velcro right there, close the boot. That cinches down with this latch right there. And then you zip it up and bam, it is secure on you. These right here are more track-oriented boots, whereas the SMX version, whatever they're on right now, are typically more street and walking appropriate. This one right here, I would say would be more for track. Or if you're gonna go to a cafe and just chill out and not really walk a lot, then you probably want these to look cool and to be that fucking Instagram influencer that you've always wanted to be with your fucking $1,200 piece of GP and some bullshit like that. But anyways, real riders don't fucking do that. But right there it is for you. That's it. So if you got the money, you want to get riding jeans. There's a bunch of different brands out there. Dainese, Alpinestar, fucking Chinese NBT. I don't know any other ones, okay? Ride Clutch, I think, is another one. I'm not a TikTok boy, okay? I'm just a freaking guy that's in his 30s and that likes good quality shit. So from, where are these guys from? From the fucking lands of Europe, right? Revit. These are awesome. These are the Lombard 3 in a 30-30. These come with great knee protection. They come with protection on your side butt right there. So if you're gonna break a butt cheek, guess what? You probably won't break your hip, or you will. I don't know. But these are a great pant to buy. They go for a low price of about $230. They have Kevlar woven in between them. A lot of padding. These are very comfortable. These are my go-tos. I seldomly ever wear regular jeans when I ride because I went down before, and fuck that. Whoever said God made dirt, don't hurt, was a fucking liar. Anyways, I got another pair right here. They look like the influencer jeans because they have these chingled airs. I don't know what the fuck that purpose is for. But anyways, padding in the knees, padding in the butt cheek if you're going to break it. And then a nice fucking ass part right there, right? That saddle bit right there on the gooch. Yep. It's awesome. Double stitch everywhere, abrasive freaking interwoven Kevlar. These are pretty awesome, but these are pretty pricey. So if you're gonna rock regular jeans, hey, to each their own. But I'm just letting you know from my personal perspective, I would rather have riding jeans any day of the week. Riding motorcycles costs a pretty penny, and to protect your body also costs a pretty penny. So invest in yourself, invest in your riding gear, and please get some fucking jeans. All right? So my whole ideology behind buying gear is buy once, cry once, okay? I spend a lot of money on good quality gear because I know it's going to last, and I know these reputable companies have very good materials when it comes to making their products. They put a lot of their research and development into making these good quality, so that way you get customers like me or like all my friends that come back and keep buying their shit. So it works. It works. Alrighty, everyone's favorite go-to topic is gloves. There are a bunch of different style of gloves, different brands, different prices. These are just the ones I have because they cover all the seasons that I ride in. I think about things methodically like that. That way I buy one item per season and it'll last me years. So without further ado, let's go over what I have. So summer gloves. These ones right here are half gauntlet. They go up over the, I was gonna say your ankles, but they're not ankles, they're your fucking wrists. And they offer a multitude of different sorts of protection. So you have protection on the palm right here, you have protection on the side of the pinky, you have hard knuckles. Literally, if Alpinestar made something like this, I'd probably have them. But they don't, because every time they come out with something very similar to this, it fucking lets me down. So I rock these Dainese ones, and they have not let me down. I've had them for about 2.5 years. These are my summer gloves, or my all-purpose riding gloves. I have these GP pluses, or these are the GP Plus from Alpinestar. These are a full gauntlet. These are more for track-oriented type days, or if I'm gonna go to the canyons and I just want an extra amount of protection, or if I feel like being an Instagram influencer and just flexing on them hoes, I have these because they're very expensive and they fit rather nice. They have this little pinky freaking battle buddy system right here because you break your pinky when you fucking crash, okay? That's like one of the first items to go on the list of shit you break is your fucking pinky. So anyways, this has a dual fucking action right there. It has the rubber bits right here. It has the impact fucking ready squishy shit, and it has the hard knuckles. So anyways, offers a great amount of protection, and I love these for track and just riding fast. All right, next up for the seasons, we have cold weather gloves. These are the somethings from Alpinestar. They're just cold weather. Do they work? Fuck no, they don't. They're not heated. They're not nothing. They're just, I don't know, filled with whatever. And when I ride in the freaking cold, the tips of my fingers get cold. So if you're gonna do anything, get a size down in winter gloves such as these, because that little pocket of air that gets created in your little finger part will make your fingers cold. Therefore, you don't want to ride in these shits, okay? So these are okay. I would say down to 47 degrees, maybe. Next up, we have the Kamimoto electrical, whatever they're called, but these, sorry, the electric energy gloves from Kamimoto. These actually will turn on and heat up. These are heated gloves. Oh my God, these are awesome. If you have like a S1000RR or like a niche bike, it'll probably come with heated grips. But if you don't have that kind of money to spend on a bike like that, this is your next best option. They have a knuckle protection. They're pretty thick, so they fit really well. And then they're very, very, very warm. I have 3 sort of modes right there. Super hot, pretty hot, and then just lukewarm. You know what I mean? But these are phenomenal. I love these gloves. And those are all the gloves I have for every riding season for me. Next item on the list is a bunch of different items. A bunch of miscellaneous shit inside this bag that I carry. This is a seat bag from Kamimoto. I like Kamimoto because it's very reasonably priced products and they do their damn job very well. The research and development that goes into this is pretty outstanding. So anyways, without further ado, let's open this goofy shit up, and we have we have your microfiber towel. You can guess what this is for. No, it's not to nut in it. It's actually to wipe your visor, and then you'll have some visor cleaner, or you'll have the anti-fog. So those little things right there, little tchotchkes, little chingolders, or some things you want to keep in your arsenal to have on you when you're riding. That way, you know, you don't have to borrow it from all your other friends and stuff like that. But if you're balling on a budget, hey, water works fine. You know what I mean? Next item that I always ride with is some sort of fanny pack. It can be a little bit of a bigger one. I got this one from REI because it was cheap. But I carry usually extra battery pack if I don't charge it on my bike, or I will have my polish and my towel in there too as well. A not so talked about item that I always have when I ride are my Ear Pro. These are Eargasms from Eargasm, right? These are awesome. I actually started wearing these a long time ago because my wife went to a lot of raves and she saw these somewhere and bought them, and I was like, oh man, I want them too. So I actually bought 2 pairs. I got clean these, but I have 2 pairs of these. I do not ride without ear protection because I have a naked bike and the air noise sucks. Doesn't matter what helmet you have, the air noise will get you, okay? And I want to hear my kids by the time I turn 40 when they call me for something. So that's why I wear these. If you don't wear ear protection, you might as well invest in some really good quality ones. These are like, I don't know, maybe the link in the description will let you know, but they're probably like 30 to 40 bucks. Super worth it. If you listen to a lot of music and stuff like that while you ride, you can hear everything, and it also blocks out all the other noise you get from your surrounding and your environment and stuff like that. So I love these. I will probably not buy any sort of different brand. But yes, do buy that. Another go-to item I have always is a battery charger with a cable. And then that's pretty much it. So those are my go-to items I usually carry on me. I don't usually carry them in this chingoldere, a knife also. I usually don't carry them in this chingoldere. I'll have most of the stuff in my little fanny pack out right there. But I would recommend having a fanny pack or some sort of little bag or backpack or something like that. All right, in this segment right here, we're gonna be going over jackets. I have 3 different types of jackets. Summer, I have your summer leather, and then I also have your winter, right? So we'll go over what we see first. We have the Alpinestar mesh jacket. It's super arid. There are holes everywhere. You feel a lot of the air. You don't even have to zip this down if it's really, really hot. All you have to do is just be going 40 plus, and then you're good to go. Comes with some good elbow protection, shoulder protection. It did not come with the freaking spine protector. I had to buy one. Those are pretty pricey, and it has a couple little pockets right here for some tchotchkes. What I would recommend though is you zip these up at all times, because if you do have anything in these pockets right here, they will fly out like my glasses did, okay? So that's that one. The next one is my leather Alpinestar GP Plus R. I love this jacket. I've had it for years. I don't need a new jacket. I don't have to buy a new one because this still works really well. I'll probably sell it because, you know, maybe I just want a new one. But anyways, these are very, very good for, let's say, road rash prevention, okay? So protection the elbows, protection the shoulders, you get the heart protection, you get good protection right here in the midsection. The spine protector, guess what? You got to buy it. Comes with some pockets, has the inner pockets right here, just like the other jacket. These are pretty awesome. If you're going to be spending a lot of money on gear, get a leather jacket. That's probably one of the first items you want to get if you're going to be spending a lot of money on like jackets. I mean, there's so many different brands out there. Look them up yourself. Do your own research. They are going to cost you a pretty penny, okay? They're going to be anywhere from the $300 to the $600, $700, $800 range, depending on what version, what year, on season, off season, whatever the hell. Next one right here is the Revit Flare 2. Again, I had to buy the back protector, but this one right here is my winter jacket. It has, it's insulated. It also has another layer of insulation inside to keep you warm. And I can say without a doubt, I've worn this in maybe like 33-degree weather. And I was still pretty warm. You're gonna have to get a neck gaiter, but other than that, I would definitely recommend this one. It's not super low profile. It's kind of thick, but it does get the job done, and this is like one of my favorite jackets to rock in the winter, or if it's like not super cold, I will still rock it because I think it looks really, really cool and the graphics amazing. So spend the money. You're gonna have to spend some money to protect yourself and to get, mitigate risking yourself to the elements while you're out there on your motorcycle. Okay, everybody, if you didn't know this already, I'm one of your admins. My name is Marty. I go by Go Steve Go on the YouTubes. Link in the description. Shameless plug. Anyways, let's talk about helmets, okay? These ones in particular are the Shoei R1400s, ranging from, let's say, $550 all the way up until the $750 mark. These ones in particular cost around $680 because of the graphic. You don't have to buy this helmet. However, I do want to talk about it a little bit because it is a helmet that I chose for its protection and for its modularity. So let's get into that right now, right? This one right here comes with the cuts on the inside. I wanted to show you. I took the pads out. It has the cuts for the inside. Most helmets actually do now come with it, but for the Sena 50S, the speakers have a little cutout and you can put them in there and it's easy to wire. Also comes with this really awesome mouthpiece that allows you to talk in a very, very high quality. Sena 50S is pretty awesome for its time. When it first came out, that's when I bought it. Now they have the, I don't know which fucking version now, but it looks like a fucking, I don't know, it looks like an alien square fucking something. So, modularity, right? I usually wear this visor, but I wanted to put on this helmet to showcase kind of both. These are pretty pricey, okay? A tinted visor usually costs around 80 bucks. Okay, off-brand, you're looking at about 40 to 50, depending on wherever you get it. Fucking AliExpress, Temu, who knows? This one right here is a photochromatic shield by Shoei. Both come with the pin lock, which is the little chingle there that you see inside. It's anti-fog. But this photochromatic visor itself costs around $200. So for me, that was the determining factor to buy this helmet because the AGV K6S did not come with that. But the Shoei R1400 did, and I didn't look back. I fucking bought another one, right? So, what kind of riding do you do? What style of helmet do you want? Do you want to be a fucking racer? Do you want to be an influencer with a fucking Instagram looking fucking special? So the style of riding that you do is going to determine what type of helmet that you get. If you have a sports bike or a naked bike, it's kind of like a hybrid like the MT-09 like mine, then you want to get something more sporty. Or you can get a sport touring helmet, much like the GT Air from Shoei, right? You can look that up, link in the description right here. You can get a modular helmet too as well, the ones that fold up that you can like, hey man, I want some coffee and I want to take my helmet off. Bam, you can do that, or you can shotgun a fucking Red Bull while you're riding. I don't know, man. To each their own, you know what I mean? If you're a hog rider, a lot of the dudes get the modular helmet because it's just easier, okay? Mid-tier helmets such as the RF1400 are going to be more for sport, and you can actually take this to track, which is great. This is Snell, and it is DOT approved, which means it's like crash test safety rated, but okay. And then you get your proper race helmet. I don't have one yet, but I do want to get one. I haven't decided on which one to get yet, but there are 3 brands in particular that I want. I want the Shoei X15, I want the Alpine Star R10, or the KYT, I think it was like the NZ Race or something like that. 2 helmets are in the $1,000 price range, and one helmet's at sitting around $800. Still carbon, but it looks really good. Okay, just to wrap things up, all in all, I hope this video was semi-helpful or very helpful to you, depending on the style of riding that you like and the kind of gear that you want to get eventually, okay? You don't have to buy all the stuff that I have, but I just wanted to give you a glimpse of what it's like to purchase a lot of these products over the years. So I want you to make an educational decision based off of your opinion, based off of your perspective about the types of products that you want to buy and whatever budget that it fits into, okay? So with that being said, I'm out. I'll see you guys on the street.